Good morning, everyone. It's Cindy. It is September 11th, so 9/11, a day in history that we'll never forget. Where were you on 9/11, 23 years ago? Hey, I'm just coming to you this morning after the presidential debate last night, and I'm curious what you thought about it. You've heard my messages the last couple of days. Yesterday, I was a little fired up over it. And I was just fascinated last night watching it for several reasons. Not the obvious things that, I listened to some of the news commentary this morning about her performance or his performance or lack thereof. But, the things that really stood out to me last night were how come he wasn't forced to answer questions? And how come when I thought that the rules were that they were going to shut the mics off, how many times did we see David Muir and them turn the mic back on when he butted in and said things that were not appropriate for that moment? How come he isn't held to the standards? I talked about this yesterday on my TikTok. How come he gets to break the rules and nothing's done about it? Do they even realize that they're catering to this guy? What did you think about it? Like the whole comments, I loved how she said weak and wrong. You know, where's that phrase? Have you heard it? The loudest person in the room is the weakest person. That is so true. After all the years that I spent in business and watching people who think they know everything or they want to act like they have all the circles of friends and all this stuff. They're the weakest people out there, and he's one of them. And, when she called him that, I chuckled inside because it's so true that he's so intimidated by people who are smarter than him. And yeah, so I thought that was a good moment. I loved, everybody knew that she was baiting him, and to watch him bite was interesting. Let me also say this. What's been unfair, you heard me talk about this yesterday in the news cycle about the standards that are held to her. Any chief executive, any of my business people here know that any new CEO who comes into an organization puts together, it's called a 90-day and in some cases a 100-day plan. And those are strategic plans on the direction that they want to take the organization. It is never fleshed out in its entirety in 90 days, let alone how many days has she been on the ticket? So the only thing that the media has to say about her or that he has to say about her is that there was no substance to it. Well, there's enough substance to begin a roadmap towards the direction that she wants to take the country. And didn't you love that she is totally emphasizing turning the page? It's going to be fascinating if she wins this election. Again, can't take it for granted. But to move this country to a place where we are, this fighting for stuff, this fighting each other, this, race baiting, this stuff that is continuing to happen because we don't want other people to have stuff. We do have to turn this page, and we have an opportunity to do that now. And I hope you'll join me. My friend Erin Jones, she's known as Afro Educator. We have our show tonight, Heartbeat, that I do on Wednesday nights. And I want to ask her about, I know she started this Project Kindness, and I want to hear more about it. Because we do have to move people towards a place of working collaboratively and helping to solve problems. What did Vice President say last night? That Donald Trump likes to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. Let's fix these problems. I mean, some of the ideas that she has are outstanding, and we need to be her arms and feet out here making sure that we can help execute on the things and the strategies that she's putting in place. I'm working on some things in that regard too. We'll keep the TikTok community updated on the work that I'm doing around opportunity economy and some of the things that we should be looking forward to. So I talked a little bit longer than normal, but I was pretty excited this morning post that debate last night. I am confident Vice President Harris is the candidate we need to have as our president. Will they cheat to take this election? Will one of these battleground states flip? Like, that's the key question. So have a good day. Let me know your thoughts.